glad you're with us tonight. I'm Lynn Brooks.
And I'm John Huddleston. Terry Brewer is off tonight. Topping the news this evening, the search is over for a University of Alabama student who fell into the Black Warrior River last night.
Sad story, and the latest now is tonight's top story. According to the Tuscaloosa Fire and Rescue officials, a search crew recovered the body of 20-year-old Charles Edward Jones III just before 2 o'clock this afternoon. He was known to friends and family as Trey. Police told us Jones fell from the deck of the Bama Bell into the river just before 10 o'clock Thursday night. Jones was one of many guests attending Delta Sigma Theta's annual formal party on the riverboat. The search started last night but was called off, then resumed this morning, and went on through the day until the body was pulled from the Black Warrior River this afternoon. Sergeant Brent Blankley with Tuscaloosa's Police Department told us it's still unclear exactly what happened aboard the Bama Bell that led to Jones' death, but officials do not suspect foul play.
So it's a very time-consuming process. They were down there all morning, and a good portion of this afternoon. Had I believe between 10 and 20 divers working. So it was obviously a very time-consuming process, but as I said earlier, it's a very thorough one as well, and it did get.
More than 50 people with search agencies assisted in this search. Authorities say there will be an autopsy. We'll have more tonight on WVUA News at 6 and 10.
New at 5 for you tonight, Governor Bentley has announced a new plan for the state's mental health hospitals. Bentley says Alabama still needs a state-run hospital, and it will be in Tuscaloosa. The governor says construction crews will go back to work on the new Bryce Hospital Monday. It will sit on the campus of Partlow Developmental Center on the University Boulevard as planned. But the governor said Taylor Hardin will not close and will remain open. The Mary Stark Harper Geriatric Facility in Tuscaloosa will also remain open. Bentley said the Searcy Hospital and the Grill Memorial Hospital will close after patients move into community homes. We'll have much more on this story for you tonight on WVUA News at 6 and 10.
New at 5, an advisory committee has been named to search for the next president of the University of Alabama. As we've reported, former President Dr. Robert Witt was named Chancellor of the University of Alabama system. Now, a 23-member committee has been named to help find his replacement. Chancellor Witt says the committee represents faculty, staff, students, alumni, and also members of the Board of Trustees. Witt says there will be an organizational meeting announced later in April. The University of Alabama system has 3 campuses, the largest higher education organization in the state with 53,000 students and a $4.6 billion budget.
An update on the state's controversial immigration law. Changes may be on the way. The Justice Department, churches, and businesses have challenged the law. Republican Representative Mickey Hammond says the revisions will make the law more workable for local governments, more enforceable for state and local police, and less burdensome for law-abiding citizens and businesses. The bill removes 2 sections put on hold by federal courts. One prohibited illegal immigrants from attending college in Alabama, and the other required public schools to check the legal residency of new students. Well, today is Good Friday, a time when Christians around the world commemorate the death of Jesus.
And there were several special services all around West Alabama today in local churches. Calvary Baptist Church, for example, in Tuscaloosa held a Good Friday service. The congregation entered the church in silence, then the lights were dimmed, and the cross was lit with a special light as the focal piece of the service. The service also included an a cappella song and readings from Scripture, a reflection that was a narrative adaptation of the crucifixion of Christ and communion. According to their youth minister, Chris Brooks, in light of everything the community of Tuscaloosa has been through over the past year, they know the story doesn't end in the storm.
Although it's Friday, as Christians, we know Sundays are coming. And a lot of us live our life in Friday moments where we have grief, tragedy, disappointment, and heartache. But we know and we hope that Sundays are coming. A new day will be here.
And tonight, the story of Easter comes to life at Mount Olive Baptist Church in Coker. The congregation has built scenes, and actors will portray what happened to Jesus from the Last Supper all the way through his ascension to heaven. You don't even have to get out of your car to enjoy this event. The drive-thru consists of 8 different scenes. It will take place tonight and Saturday, starting at dusk. And Easter celebrations continue Saturday at the Doro Farm.
Yeah, the biggest Easter egg hunt in Tuscaloosa County. Grab your friends and head on out for a day of family fun. You can have drinks, burgers. There's also a hayride, games for your kids, and a lot more. And of course, tons and tons of Easter eggs. The hunt begins at 3 p.m.
And First Wesleyan Church is hosting the 4th annual citywide Easter Fest Saturday at Snow Hinton Park in Tuscaloosa. It kicks off at 10 a.m. and goes until noon. It will have more than 14,000 eggs, along with games, inflatables, a rock climbing wall, live music, free food, lots of things out there, even a petting zoo. And continuing our coverage of Good Friday, Jerusalem was flooded with Christians for today's holiday. They were taking the Via Dolorosa, the way of suffering Jesus is said to have walked, on his way to the crucifixion. Members of the Jewish faith are preparing for Passover tonight.
News now across the nation. Terrifying moments today in Virginia Beach when a Navy jet crashed into an apartment building. We have video of smoke rising from the impact of the crash. 2 pilots on board safely ejected. Both pilots and a person on the ground were taken to the hospital with injuries. The plane was an FA-18 Hornet, a 2-seat jet belonging to the Strike Fighter Squadron. The Federal Aviation Administration says the jet was from Naval Air Station Oceana in Virginia Beach.
Former NBA superstar Shaquille O'Neal is paying a visit to the capstone. The former NBA star is directing a public service announcement video with students for the Less Than You Think campaign. O'Neal and the Century Council, a key funder of the campaign, are partnering to fight binge drinking on college campuses. Shaq, who recently attended film director's school, will work alongside the students to bring their voice to life by producing a student-created video addressing the national issue of college-age binge drinking. Coming up tonight, 6 WVUA's Gary Harris will sit down one-on-one with Shaq, and we'll have that interview for you at that time.
And lots of celebrities come to T-Town. We've got another big star headed to our city, country music legend Hank Williams Jr., bringing his show very soon to the Tuscaloosa Amphitheater.
Lynn Bocephus is bringing his Taking Back the Country tour. Special guests, 38 Special, will join him at the amphitheater Saturday. The show starts at 8 o'clock. Tickets begin at $27. For more information, just go to our website, WVUATV.com, and click on numbers and links. Well, today was a special day of recognition at the capstone, a time to honor the best and the brightest. We call it around here Honors Day, and your home team was among the honorees, including this lady sitting next to me, WVUA's very own Lynn Brooks.
Yeah, that's right. Great time we had at Reese Pfeiffer Hall today, where the university had all the best and brightest students, and they were gracious enough to send me home with an honor. So I'm going to just send out thanks to everybody here at the University of Alabama who has worked so hard helping me in my journalism career, because Lord knows I've needed a lot of help.
Well, congratulations. You deserve it, and don't let all the fame go to your head.
We'll try not to.